Vallow Daybell by Isabel Lopez. Today on 48 Hours, we have a story so extreme that would make your whole body shiver. A mom of two kids with beauty pageant smiles and religious beliefs of calling her own kids zombies and taken by evil spirits. I'm investigator Isabel Lopez, and we are going into more depth about the case of Vallow Daybell, who was once a loving mother and wife, but now convicted murderer. The early days into the case, she was running, refusing to tell anyone about her kids who were missing. This case was driven by money, sex, and power. You see the chilling details of this murder and the madness that follows with Lori. If you saw her in her younger days, you would have never believed the craziness that she was hiding until you hear it all. Vallow Daybell. She was also known as Doomsday Mom. When looking at Lori, she appeared to look like any other mom living her normal life in Rexburg, Idaho. Looking more into her warm life is a disturbing story that is motivated by her religious beliefs leading to deaths. Lori and Chad Daybell believed that the world was ending and that her own kids were already dead and seemed like zombies. They even thought others were already dead. The victims of Lori, her 16-year-old daughter, Tylee Ryan, 7-year-old son, J.J. Vallow. Lori didn't report her kids missing when she was questioned about where they were. She lied to the police officers questioning and fled Idaho. Officers believe that she murdered her kids and helped with the killing of Chad's first wife, Tammy Daybell. Tylee Ryan was last seen September 8, 2019, with Lori, JJ, and Alex Cox. Tylee's body, when found, the authorities didn't know the official cause of her death due to it being burned and dismembered. JJ Vallow was the adopted son and was last seen September 22, 2019. When JJ's body was found, the cause of death was by a plastic bag over his head and duct tape around his mouth and hands. Tammy Daybell was the ex-wife of Chad Daybell and died of natural causes, but her death was changed to exhumation. Chad was convicted of murder in 2024. All these killings weren't random, they were strategic with killing these three people. Criminal status. In 2023, Lori Daybell was convicted in the state of Idaho. She was convicted of 2 counts of first-degree murder, 1 count of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, 1 count of grand theft by deception. The evidence that was provided showed that she knew her kids were dead, but she also played a role in planning their deaths. In 2025, Lori was also convicted in the state of Arizona. She was convicted of conspiracy to commit murder with the death of Charles Vallow, who is her former husband, conspiracy to commit murder on her niece's ex-husband, Brandon Bordox. The M.O. Lori's patterns with killing was spine-shivering. She targeted the people closest to her multiple spouses, and her in-laws. Lori labeled them as dark spirits and even as zombies since her religious beliefs believed that. She thought that they were enemies that she needed to take out. She partnered up with her husband Chad Daybell to carry out the murder and even her brother Alex Cox. Lori covered up her tracks with lying to the officers, moving to different states, and creating false stories so that the murders wouldn't come back to her. She collected money after the deaths of her kids because of the insurance and government benefits that she could get. She was never messy with her killings and trying to cover up, but she was very calculated. She blamed her religious beliefs as her motive to kill, and no one around her was safe from being killed or used it to her own game. In 2019, Charles Vallow was killed, and JJ and Tylee went missing. In October of 2019, Tammy Daybell dies. In 2020, Lori was arrested while she was in Hawaii, and the bodies of the 2 kids were found in the backyard of Chad Daybell. In 2023, Lori was convicted in Idaho. In 2025, she was convicted in Arizona. Today, Lori is serving multiple sentences in Idaho. This case was going on for many years and in many different states. Vallow Daybell was still out there. Be aware. Take major precautions. She's a highly manipulative human being. She may appear nice and friendly, but don't let the outside fool you. She is a murderer. She targets people that are close to her and may use her religious beliefs to justify some sort of violence against you. She isn't just dangerous, but also able to convince others to kill for her. If you see someone that matches the behaviors of Lori or even the beliefs, when children are involved or anyone, call authorities immediately. Do not wait. Call just in case. Today, Vallow Daybell is convicted in Idaho and Arizona, where she is serving life without parole. Chad Daybell is convicted of murder and is on death row in Idaho. Alex Cox died in 2019 of natural causes. JJ and Tylee's family are continuing to seek justice for the 2 kids and to raise awareness for the others to pay attention to the people around them. The justice for these victims were delayed, and the trauma for the family members are still there today. This case is a reminder to us all that evil doesn't always have a mask on. Evil is around you everywhere, and it could be a mom smiling in a school line or even at the grocery store. Vallow Daybell is finally behind bars for life after the chilling discoveries with her family, but the lives that were lost will never be returned. Watch out for extreme beliefs and any sort of manipulation to religions. If you or someone you know suspects a child is in danger, do not wait. Call your local authorities or Missing Children Center right away. No one is safe. I'm investigator Isabel Lopez. Thank you.